It was going to be so easy. A company would approach me and ask me if I can create something for them. I would say yes. Price would be agreed. They would send me their product, I'll film it, and I send it back to them. The next day, £500 would be transferred into my account, and that would be it. I know what you're thinking. Sounds too good to be true, right? Well, this is the type of story most of the big names in this game they tell you.
Why you deserve the money you do.
And who knows? Maybe it's like that for people who have millions of followers. But what about when you're first starting out? That was the question I wanted to answer. But first, let me take you back to the beginning. It's March 2020 and the world has gone into lockdown, and like everyone, I found myself trapped at home. The way I saw it, I had two choices: either sit there and watch Netflix all the day, or learn new skills and try to change my life. So I chose the latter and turned to YouTube for inspiration, and I was met by all these different channels about travel, fitness, filmmaking, etc. And one thing stood out to me. These people were making high quality videos about things they were passionate about and even making money for their efforts. This got me thinking, what was my passion? Also, before the lockdown I had zero knowledge of filmmaking. Actually, I have never ever owned a camera in my life. Well, that's not technically true. I had a phone, and hey look, that's me playing the guitar. Being a YouTuber was never my goal, but working for myself, being creative and doing something I love definitely interests me. I have seen the path of many of the YouTubers going from no subscribers to 1,000 within a very short time.
35, 40,000 in less than a month.
I quickly realized the secret of their success. It was a constant hard work and dedication. I started with my phone learning all the basic camera movement and transition. Then I decided if I was going to take this serious, I would have to invest in myself, and that's meant to buy a camera. After a month of research, I picked the Panasonic Lumix G85, and so I faced the new hurdle. Camera jargon, ISO, shutter speed, FPS, lighting, framing and composition. The list was endless, but I was dedicated, so I spent the next few months practicing. Gradually I began to feel more confident behind this camera, and now it was the time to learn basic editing. So Final Cut Pro was my choice, and that's another 1,000+ hours spent behind the screen learning color grading, timeline, masking, etc. Did I want to quit? Of course I did, but I had no choice but to learn it if I was going to turn this dream to reality. Looking back at my shots, they were a mess, but I knew the more mistakes I made, the better I made. So I decided to invest more. I upgraded my camera to Lumix G95 for the sake of 120 frames per second. I picked Osmo Pocket, a gimbal, an Osmo Action, a tripod, light, a few lenses, a microphone, a camera bag, a drone, you name it, I purchased it. Up to now was just a learning process. Then the first lockdown has been lifted, and I went for holiday and I took all my gear with me, feeling like a filmmaker. I had secured my very first client. Well, he was actually my brother-in-law really, and I was paid in cups of coffee. Nevertheless, my determination to make this look as professional as possible and not let him down. After all, he's intended to use this for his business. The summer has ended and my ambition to continue to push myself and create more exciting and complex videos has grown. And the more I watched these filmmakers, the more I wanted to learn every single technique. This brings me to answer the original question. Could I really create a commercial and sell it to an established brand here in the UK? As a new filmmaker, I knew this was not going to be an easy task, and in order to achieve this, I would have to approach the company or brand in a different way. So rather than contacting the brand and asking them if they wanted to collaborate with me,
it's not going to want to work with you.
I decided to pick a brand I love and one which I would have fun creating a commercial for. It was actually after watching one of Austin Paul videos,
parallax effect, but not from side to side, from top to bottom, which I think is cool and unique. And
that I picked a pen and a paper and I started sketching the storyboard for a commercial that I wanted to create. In a way, it was similar to Austin Pool, onto production. Day 1, setup test, and I was trying to see if I can execute this idea with what equipment I have. Day 2, the main setup. Now this was the hardest and the biggest problem for me ever to tackle. I started shooting around 6 AM and I didn't finish until 4 AM. I was shattered, but being in third lockdown meant I could sleep the next day. Day 3 was the hero shot. At the editing process everything seemed difficult. I was lost. So I had to go step by step to learn the new tips of masking, working with plugins and more. I spent weeks in editing, trying different versions until I was happy with it. The next step was to pitch the video to the company, and I was ready. I tried to get in touch with the marketing director of the brand, but this was not easy as I thought it was going to be. After many attempts, I turned my attention to the brand's social media and reached out to them. And bingo! They replied and gave me the details for the person in charge. I sent them an email explaining who I was and what I have created with a link for them to view the commercial and to see if they are willing to purchase it. Then and waited. And waited, checking my emails every hour on the hour. A week had passed by when the moment of truth arrived. The response was unexpected. They were so impressed by my work. But, and yes, there was a but, they were not in a position to purchase content at this moment. However, they love what I have created and said they would keep my details on file for potential future collaboration. So there you have it. I was unable to create a commercial and sell it to a brand, and I felt disheartened. However, what I have learned and achieved during this process far outweighed the potential money, as I had overcome self-doubt and gone from knowing absolutely nothing about filmmaking to create a video that I have confidently pitched to an actual brand. I wanted to make this video to be honest and transparent with you guys and show you if you have a goal and a passion you have to take action. There will never be a right time and you are going to fail and make mistakes, but you will grow every time and eventually you will succeed. I hope this video inspires you to go after whatever it is you want also. And if you like this video, please hit the thumbs up button, leave a comment, share it and subscribe to follow my journey. And remember guys, we are in this together.
Well, you know, self-confidence comes, like all confidence, it comes with knowledge. And the more you study you, the more you understand who you are, the more confident you'll become in your ability to do whatever it is you're doing. And you'll know that if you lack confidence in an area, it's because you lacked information in that area. Get some good material out and study it. Never doubt yourself. And when you do, understand that the cause of that doubt is not lying within you, it's in wrong thinking, it's in not understanding who you are. Study yourself. Self-study will develop self-confidence, and self-confidence eliminates